All I'm saying is that's why I fought our game plan for the fight with David the way I did. That's all I'm saying. Is because I knew the guy that I had in there, I had one fight with him, and I knew I wasn't going to turn him in to Archie Moore or James Toney in one camp. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go with his strengths, and we had to try to maximize his chance of winning. David Benavidez is the real deal, bro. He should be on to the pound for pound list.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Coach, I got so much questions for you for this topic, but if we could run it back, on your way
Go
tomorrow.
ahead. I got about 4 minutes. I just seen my guy walk in the gym, so he gotta
You got to
get
stretch,
dressed and
right?
all that kind of stuff. So go
All
ahead.
right, cool, perfect. So, listen, what do you think about Demetrius Andrade at 168 pounds? Guys like Kyron Davis, your fighter, said that his best fights are really at 160. What's your
Um,
behalf on that?
Here's the issue. You see all the muscle Demetrius put on?
Correct.
Did you see him? Did you see them talk about rehydrating him up to 190 pounds?
I heard it.
Now he's 35 years old, right? Now you
Mhm.
want to move him down to 160? I don't know his body. I don't know.
And we don't want what happened to Roy Jones.
Exactly. So I don't know. So that's for him and his team to decide. But when you give interviews talking about rehydrating to 190 pounds and you put all of that muscle on and you're 35 years old, and then now you want to go back down to 160 later in your career, I don't know if that's possible. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I just don't know. I don't know where he stands at 160. I don't know where he stands after that knockout. That was embarrassing. He took a beating. Guys are going to fight him really, really hard now. I just don't know. It's too hard to tell. He's going to need some time off to get his thoughts together. That was tough for Demetrius, man. He was under a lot of stress. That burns you out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the look of his face when he was going back to this corner, man. It's a lot of things these fighters go through. It was like his cortisol levels were shooting up. He was like, I was like,
Look
damn,
different.
man. Yeah, like David can do that to you, man. I was looking at him like, God damn, is he having a heart attack? Like, I didn't like how he was looking. Like, I'm not gonna say I felt bad for him. It's the sport we signed up for, but I was like, damn, man, I hope he's okay. You know what I mean? So I have no idea what he's gonna do at 160. I don't even know, like I said, I don't know if he can make the weight. So we got to see, man. You know, we definitely got to see how he's going, what his future is going to look like. I'm glad he got a good payday though.
Absolutely. When I talk to people about, his future at 168, Caleb Plant's name gets put in it. And I think it has to do with, so many people saying that he has a similar boxing style, and, he could take some of the film that you guys had and, bring it to your camp. And he kind of nonchalant went cocky and said, I'm not Caleb Plant. I'm looking.
Listen,
I'm not white. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I,
I'm not
I,
white.
I,
He pulled
I
that.
heard
He
him.
pulled that off that too.
I heard him say that, and again, I like Demetrius. I've known him for a while, and I don't like to compare because Caleb did better against David, I don't mean Caleb could beat him. I don't like to compare, but
Well, Caleb
sometimes,
proved himself at 168 already.
listen, fighters got to be careful with that. Because what one guy did and the other guy did, you got to be careful with comparing yourself because you don't know what the guy did in camp. You just don't know. You got to be careful because it won't turn out to be in your favor when you keep in score. Then it could lower your self-esteem. But I heard him say, I'm not Caleb Plant. I said, okay, buddy, we worked our ass off that camp. Okay, now you got to perform. Now you got to go out there and you got to win this fight. And I didn't say a word. I never talk shit to or about nobody. I don't do it. But I heard him say that. A friend of mine sent me the link, and I was just like, okay. When I seen that he packed on all that weight, I was like, shit, you ain't never gonna be stronger than David. The thing you want to be is faster than David. So I made sure Caleb was fast. Caleb wasn't slow when he fought David. We was fast because I knew I couldn't turn him into being stronger than him. I wanted to make him faster. And it's not so much stronger. In boxing, your strength lies in your stamina. Your strength lies on can you stay stronger longer? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, when I seen all the weight he put on, I'm like, okay, He wants to go in there and crack David. Well, David's a durable guy. You know, they talk about him sparring. Who let they 16-year-old kid spar Triple G? You know, he must
Or
be,
Kelly Paflick.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he must have showed his dad something serious as a very young kid, because, like, when we in the gym with 15, 16-year-old kids, I'll tell my guys, just touch, use your defense, don't hit them. I'm never letting my kids hit nobody, my fighters hit nobody that young, because they could hurt them. Their body haven't matured yet. You know what I'm saying? So the fact he was sparring them guys, that says a lot. He's durable. Very, 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 very durable. So, but like I said, I don't get into that. You know what I mean? But I heard his comments about that, and I don't know if they're gonna be fighting right away. Everything that I hear, that Caleb probably be fighting Jermall Charlo. So we'll see. You know, I don't really have that. I know that's where he was going next, but I don't think he will be fighting Demetrius right away. Caleb haven't fought. He's probably not even gonna fight this year. So I think he's gonna fight the beginning part of next year in a big fight. Demetrius definitely won't be ready after the beating he took. So I think it's gonna be Jermall Charlo.
Also, you said big fight, because I remember last time I told you, it's like, we might get like a little,
I
some
thought he would
drive
fight.
by in
I
the
thought he
middle.
would fight earlier, but he's not. So I think we're gonna go right to a big fight.
Oh, that was if you can get one this year, at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. So now with the performance of Jermall, how do you look at it as a coach compared to, obviously, I know you're not looking at it like that's the version I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a better version.
No, we're gonna get a way better version.
Way better.
Way better version, because he worked off his rust. And then he just fought in November. So he fights Caleb in the first quarter of next year. He's gonna be sharp. That's a good fight. It's a good fight. They kind of equal in stature. It's a good fight. We're gonna have to game plan, fight a good fight, and hopefully we come out victorious. I'm confident. I got a lot of confidence in Caleb though, man. Caleb's battle tested. They
Yes.
bring up the white boy stuff and this, that, and he's
Can't do that
battle,
no more. Can't do that.
he battle tested, my man. I'm telling you, he battle tested. He
Most in the division.
Canelo and David beat everybody. You understand what I'm saying? None of them dudes beat them. David is potentially a great fighter. Canelo's an all-time great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So Caleb battle tested. That shit means a lot. No disrespect to Andre, but he wasn't battle tested. He wasn't used to going into the later rounds of a fight not knowing whether he was winning. He was always the big dog in every race, and that matters. You know what I'm saying? It matters when you got to navigate through 36 minutes of stress and adversity. Caleb is used to it. Even against Uzitek, he was the underdog. He had a year layoff. Uzateki had just beat Andre Durrell, who was a very talented fighter. He was a big guy. You know what I'm saying? Caleb is battle tested. He's not a punk. People confuse that because he's a white kid and he talks a little proper and he don't try to act all crazy and tough, but he's been under the gun. He's been under the gun, and that means something, man. And I'm looking forward to the fight because Jermall is battle tested too, and Jermall got a big time chin, and he's a mean guy, and they got a history, and he has a great coach in Ronnie Shields, and they brought Roy Jones on the team. I seen he was throwing a lot of left hooks, so I expect them. I expect that to be a shootout. I expect it to be a shootout. Lots of skill. Both guys got great jabs. Um, uh, Similar heights. If they make the fight, I can't wait. I don't see Jermall going back down to 160 if he had to come in to 166. So I don't know what Canelo's going to do. Everybody's waiting for that sweepstakes. So if Jermall don't get the Canelo fight, I could see him fighting Caleb, and we ready to go. I'm ready for the fight. I think it's a great fight, and I will be honored to go up against Jermall because I think highly of Jermall as a fighter. He's a good fighter. He gave me my first loss as a professional coach when he beat Julian Williams. So I'm ready to go, man. All I'm waiting for is the word to go out to camp, and we rock and roll. And I I can't wait if that's the fight. I mean, listen, I ain't turning down no smoke. We fought David Benavidez, bro. So, and I'm not like, it ain't, if that's what it is, if Jermall Charlo is the assignment, then so be it. Let's do it. But I don't have no choice. And Caleb called me and asked me my opinion, and I'm always optimistic. Like, fighting Benavidez, all right, I'm gonna come up with something. You sure, coach? Yeah. Yep. We're gonna come up with something. We're gonna be all right. And I feel the same way about Jermall. Like, we're gonna come up with something. We're gonna be all right.
Mm. Who do you believe has the more skill in that fight? Who has the higher IQ?
I think it's close. I think Caleb is slightly more skillful.
Mm.
Slightly. I think his feet are a little bit
Better.
faster. Feet a
Yeah.
little bit faster. I think his hands are a little bit faster.
He has
Um,
more tools, I think. I think he got more tools as well.
uh, Jermall's right hand is better. I give
Yeah.
him that. His right hand is better. Jermall's a strong guy. I think Jermall might be a little better counter puncher than Caleb. Jermall can
Mm.
counter punch. He can catch and shoot pretty good.
That's real.
I think Caleb gets off a little quicker. Like, if I wanted to hit somebody with my first fast shot, I would rather be
Yeah.
Caleb than Jermall. So
Yeah.
it's close.
Caleb
It goes
scores
back.
points. He knows how
Yes,
to
Caleb
score.
is a little bit better at scoring points. Caleb was a little better amateur than Jermall, from what I remember. It's close though. I go back and it's like, if you had a chart, it would be some stuff favor Jermall, some stuff favor Caleb. But a fight not won on that though. You know what I'm saying? It's just sum total and how productive you are on the night that they fight. But they got some similar characteristics. I think it's a little easier to hit Jermall than it is Caleb, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little bit, you can hit Jermall a little
So
bit cleaner than,
defensively, you guys are better defensively as well.
yeah. Um I'm being honest, man. It's close. It's a lot of, Jermall can fight. I think Jermall, he throws a little bit better shorter punches. Jermall got some little short little shots in there that's pretty powerful that he throws. But I think Caleb is a little better defensively. He can navigate the ring a little bit better. And he gets off a little bit quicker. So let's see. He gonna have to apply the things he do well. We're gonna apply the things that we do well, and we'll see. But the one thing I know about Caleb Plant is he battle tested. He's the first big name to get in there with the monster. He's the
Yeah.
first big name to get in there and say, all right, let me see what this guy is about. And that's important, bro. That's important for legacy. This era. Everybody waits to see who's gonna fight the guy. Be like, all right, okay, now I'll fight him. Caleb said, I'm gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. If that's the fight, but I don't know. I don't have no say in that kind of stuff.
I think if it's not the fight, I feel like we all take a hit. Like it's like because it's so like amped up already. They both already been vocal about it already. I think Caleb said something
I'm gonna
about.
say this. I'm gonna
Mhm.
say this, and then I got to get out of here. If
Cool.
it don't happen, it won't be because it's Caleb. That's what I will
Mm,
honestly say. Because
mm.
Caleb will fight. I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying that because he's my guy. He don't have a problem with fighting. If it's
Red,
not him,
drop the mic.
it's because the other team, they looked in other. And listen, if they took the Canelo fight, I ain't gonna blame them. That's more
Yeah,
money. You're supposed
right.
to. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't saying it like it's a business at the end of the day. Jermall got kids in the family. He's supposed to take Canelo over Caleb.
Mm.
But it wouldn't be Caleb saying, no, I'm not fighting. He want to fight.